have you with us. Interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Minnesota Twins and the Milawaukee Brewers. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Chumby. The cameras are out for this one, partner. Home openers are unique and always bring a special type of energy to the ballpark.
Today,
coming up on the first pitch, and today's starting pitcher, Jordan Hicks.
oh, a very solid ERA last season, just a little over 3. And when you've got a guy like that taking the mound for you, the offense is definitely expected to score 4 runs at least, unless they're really struggling. So more times than not, when he's on the bump, you're going to win the ball game if you just do your part as an offense. So last year, great year. He wants to repeat that or even improve. And I think there is some room for improvement. He's got good stuff. It's just executing from hitter to hitter.
Now the lineup for the Twins as constructed by Rocco Baldelli. And a big part of it, a guy with a great track record, Nolan Arenado.
Well, last year had over 90 RBIs, fell short of that 100 benchmark milestone. But, he's got motivation to come out this year and reach that number. He's just a quality hitter, sound mechanics, and look for him to be a big run producer in this lineup.
Here's Kevin Kiermaier. And the pitch. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. His first homer of the year, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got out of it.
Jose Altuve up to hit here. Just missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Kicks and deals. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Batting 4.
Here's Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
The pitch. And there's a ball. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Good eye in that spot.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
That's a laser base hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second now, 1 out.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock.
And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. The 1-1. Grounder might be 2. Off balance feed, there's 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Here's Orlando Arcia.
Well, lots of pitches thrown in this first inning. It's kind of that nightmare scenario for starting pitching. But you know what? It's still early enough. He can settle in. He can get some length if he just cleans up his mechanics a little bit.
Ripped on a line, and that's just foul. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And he hits a ground ball right side. Fires over to Crone. They limit the damage here. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 1-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here at American Family Field. So here's the lefty, James Paxton. What do we have on him?
Yeah, his ERA last year was a little worse than average, so definitely be looking for better results this season. One of the keys is just being able to have a consistent delivery and to be able to repeat that delivery so you can hit the spots that you want to hit and have a higher chance of being successful.
We go to the bottom of the first. Up now for Milwaukee, Michael Harris. Paxton deals. Oh, look at the stop. Over to first. Got him. Great play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
Harold Ramirez at the dish. Here's a 1-1. Check swing. Now a look down to first. Nope, he held back. The Brewers trailing by a run here in game 1 of 2 in the series. And another ball. On the ground to short, Arcia. Over to first. And the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. They're already down a run, so I'm sure they'd like to punch back and even things up early.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling, especially at your home ballpark, to go down in the first inning. So the best way is just to come out aggressive, try to tie the ball game up, but not just tie it up, take the lead. I tell you what, momentum can really swing, and you can put your pitcher back in a position where he feels his most confident.
2 outs, base is empty. That's in there, and the count's full.
We got full count.
Bounce to the left side. Tosses across to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We move to the second in Milwaukee. All set for the start of the inning. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. And he deals. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. And Contreras is retired. And now it's Wilmer Flores. 1 out, base is empty. Flores checks his swing. Now an appeal to first. And he went around, according to Patrick Johnson. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's Eddie Rosario. The 1-1. Now 1 missed. The 2-1. Big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That one almost got him. And a pitch. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. misses. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice line drive to the pull side, headed out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Here's Yelich at the dish. Here comes a pitch. And it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. Twins wind up stranding 1, but they still lead it 1-0. We head to the bottom of the 2nd. Here's the second baseman, Brandon Lau. Kicks and fires. And a foul ball. Next pitch is outside. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
And the pitch. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. How much were you aware of the umpire's scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
Lau out on the play. And here is C.J. Cron. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
The 2-2. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Next to hit, Gabriel Moreno. 2 down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. The wind of the pitch. In the dirt, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 2 outs. Fly ball to right. Suzuki running hard for it. Grabs it on the run. That is the inning. We played 2 innings. And we're back. Here's Kiermaier now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Left-hand hitter waits. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 2. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them. Right-hander kicks, deals. Still 2-2 after the foul ball.
Logan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
The 2-2. And that one hit 97 on the gun. And that one is lifted in the air. Has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And there's one away. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. This guy makes great contact, one of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. It doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Late on that fastball.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground left side, 6. It's in and out of his glove. Over to Lau. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Twins 1 and the Brewers nothing. As we go to the last of the 3rd. Now it's the right fielder, Joey Wiemer. The 1-1 is fouled off. Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
So digging in, Carson Williams. Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. To the warning track, makes the catch.
The third baseman, Isaiah.
That's a really nice catch right there near the wall, and you have to use everything available to you. Know when your feet leave the grass and hit the warning track. Also, when you're able to, use the bare hand to feel for exactly how close you are. And right there, perfect use of his instruments.
Isaiah Kiner for lefty. A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Gone in order are the Brewers. They trail here 1-0. As we go to the top of the 4th. And now for the Twins, Seiya Suzuki. Here's a 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. One and 2 here.
2-2 now.
Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Jose Suarez getting loose out there. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. The pitch goes down looking. And now here is Orlando Arcia. One down, base is empty. Pitch is in there. Going to count 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 gone.
Came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
2 outs, base is empty. Wilson Contreras digs in now. That one fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Nothing doing here for the Twins. They lead it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Michael Harris. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 2-2.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
And here's the 3-2. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The kick, the 3-2. The punch out there. 1 up, 1 down.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
Harold Ramirez up now for the Brewers. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Yelich should have it. Hauls it in for the out.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming over instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that one pulled foul. The Twins up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a rope into center field, base hit. And now it's Brandon Lau. And that one fouled off. Two outs. And a swing and a miss. That's out number 3. Brewers strand 1. They're down 1-0. And there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Jose Suarez.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's going to be Wilmer Flores. And now maybe extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In there safely.
Everything came together for him. It sounded different than most hits coming off the bat. You don't need numbers to tell you the ball was hit extremely hard, but at 115 miles per hour, that's not an exit velocity you see very often. Very impressive.
And next for Minnesota, Eddie Rosario. Here's a 1-1. Right side, hard hit. Lau sends it to first. 1 away here in the 5th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. It's early, but you still want to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
And a pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Flores stands at third with 1 gone in the inning. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, and they lead by 2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now the number 2 hitter, Kevin Kiermaier. Yelich dives back in. The pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. So up next for Minnesota, Jose Altuve. There's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Man at second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Well, they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball. Back here in Milwaukee, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Up now for Milwaukee, C.J. Cron. Ground ball to the middle. That's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced, so I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
And the batter now, Gabriel Moreno. The 2-1. Race down the line, could be extra bases. Around second, on his way to third. Throw comes in, runner stopped, second and third, nobody out.
All over that one right there. When you can turn a ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So up next, Joey Wiemer. At the belt and fires. Swings and misses. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The pitch. Swings and misses. Struck him out. Carson Williams up now for the Brewers.
Fly ball to the outfield for a sac fly. Soft ground ball to the right side. Find a hole. He can attack this a few ways, but the one thing he can't do is strike out.
And another ball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jimmy Nelson warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Suter also throwing. And that's a little bit high. And the count is 3-1.
This is a situation where the hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands. That'll pop you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boo. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases loaded with one away. Next for Milwaukee, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Kicks and deals. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Pitch in the dirt. Ball 2.
With a lay off that pitch down.
And now the lefty. Got him swinging.
Good late cut for the strikeout there. That thing really got in on him. And the cutter isn't really a huge swing and miss pitch most of the time because it's not really meant to move a whole lot. You're just trying to miss the big part of the barrel and maybe get some weak contact. But that one right there did a whole lot more than that. That was a really good pitch.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. And another ball.
2 strikes.
And he chases that one. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now the third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
Nolan Arenado.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Reynolds ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
Seiya Suzuki, the next twin up to hit. And a swing and a line drive into right field. Weimer calls it in, 2 away.
The batter, number 5, shortstop.
2 outs, base is empty. And now for the Twins, Orlando Arcia. 2 down, nobody on. Swings and sends a rocket to right. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that. Offense held in check there. 2-3-4, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Twins 2 and the Brewers nothing. Back here at American Family Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Harold Ramirez. Down. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And aboard on the leadoff single.
Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
Ryan Reynolds here. Swing and a miss.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on.
And another ball.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And just misses with that one. C.J. Cron up next. And the pitch. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Oh, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him in the scoring position to try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound.
Jimmy Nelson gets the ball now.
And he comes on here for the first time this season, and I'm sure there's some nerves involved in that, so we'll see how he settles in.
And now, C.J. Cron. Inside corner, and that's called a strike. With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. So the Twins pen delivers in that spot. 7th inning coming up. It's the Twins 2 and the Brewers nothing.
Going, yeah, we in go mode. Going, yeah, we in go mode.
Yeah, we in go mode, never going slow mo.
Going, we in go mode. Going.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Top of inning number 7. Wilson Contreras now up to the plate. A little out front there as he swings through it. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Kevin Ginkel appears to be getting loose. De Los Santos also getting ready. The 1-2. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
That's one of those lookout pitches. As soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand, you start bracing for impact, knowing that it's going to be hard to get out of the way of that one.
Line drive. Makes the catch for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now the Minnesota designated hitter, Eddie Rosario. The pitch. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Contreras rounds second on his way to third. Coming home. The relay. He's safe.
He has had such a good day today. I don't think he's going to want to leave when it's over.
Couple of doubles today for the DH. Scott Alexander gets the call from the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Back to the top of the lineup, Christian Yelich, the next Twin up to hit. Next offering is fouled back. And he deals. Not even close there. And that's ball 2. And there's a ball. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. In the air, left side. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down. Here's the center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier. He had a big swing for these guys way back to the first inning.
Yeah, but he didn't waste any time in this one. The solo shot really got his team going, and he's looking for more right here.
Not close with that one, and a count 2-1. Tapped softly on the ground. Loud. Tosses to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. And the Twins played 1 on the double. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. And we're back. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
The catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
The 1-1. And a swing and a miss.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
Next pitch misses way outside. Just off the outside edge.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Righty delivers. Fights it off. He'll see another. 3-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
And now the right fielder, Joey Wiemer. Next offering misses. 2-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. One down, base is empty. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Got him looking. Fastball to letters, frozen for strike 3.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his third strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Carson Williams up now for the Brewers. Next offering is in for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The Brewers trailing by 3 here at the bottom of the 7th. Just outside. 2-2.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Here's the 2-2. And that skips into dirt. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Daniel De Los Santos. And now for the Twins, Jose Altuve. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Reynolds gets under it. And there's one away.
Now batting, the third baseman, Nolan.
Here's Nolan Arenado. One down, base is empty. Movement in Milwaukee's bullpen. Kevin Ginkel up and throwing. 2-2. Gets a piece. It stays alive. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Two down. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Here's a 2-1. Wouldn't chase that time.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Swings and misses, and they're filled up.
Wow, good luck catching up to that one.
2 down, nobody on. Here in game 1 of 2 in the series. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Now go to Twins. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Paul Sewald. Here's the third baseman, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. And that's outside, and it's 2-1.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at-bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way. Gone. Circle the bases, his first homer of the year, and they cut into the lead. It's 3-1.
Just relentless. This team will not quit. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel. He got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
Nobody on, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And now Harold Ramirez. Fought off foul. The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Just missed. Outside, and that is ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
The tying run at the plate. Just missed the inside corner, and it's 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And another ball.
At this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's going to have to challenge this hitter. Hitter's got to be ready to swing it.
Brandon Lau in the on-deck circle. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Walks out of the bullpen can absolutely kill your momentum very quickly. They're in some hot water trying to protect this lead.
Hector Neris on the pitch here.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Late swing, foul to the left.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boo.
So the tying run at second. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
And it's filled up. Activity in the bullpen. Brian Abreu warming up for manager Rocco Baldelli. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Now batting.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now C.J. Cron. Two on, 2 outs. And a swing and a miss. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now a 3-1 ball. So coming into the game now on defense, number 89. He'll be out in left field. And now for the Twins, Orlando Arcia. And another ball. Righty to the plate. On the ground to the left. And it goes just foul. And here it comes. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. Wilson Contreras, the next Twin up to hit. Next offering is in for a strike.
No need to offer that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Caught him looking for the K. Wilmer Flores, the next Twin up to hit. 2 outs. And another ball. Late with the swing there.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Two down, nobody on. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. The pitch. And that's outside. And that's ball 3. Outside, and that is ball 4. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
So now here's the DH, Eddie Rosario. Right-handed reliever. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Brian Abreu.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Gabriel Moreno up now for the Brewers. And the right-hander deals. That's off the mark, and a count 2-1. To the right center, and that should be extra bases. Around first and hustling for second, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Tying run at the plate. Swings and misses, struck him out. Next for the Brewers, Carson Williams. The Twins leading by 2 here in the last half of inning number 9. Swings and misses, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. So back-to-back strikeouts now, and they still haven't managed to do anything with the leadoff double.
Yeah, Boog, you just don't want to get careless here. You've done a really good job to get 2 outs after that leadoff double, as you mentioned, and just got to execute your pitches, and it's a non-issue.
Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. Abreu is just 1 strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes you can flip a coin with these short 2-game series, but they came out, they got the first game, and that's all you want to do. You know you're guaranteed a split at this point, but now you got to turn the page and get ready for the next game. Perhaps you get a 2-game sweep.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shelby saying so long.
The final line score for this afternoon.